Hey everyone, Dan Cosell here with Core Music. Today we're going to give a lesson on the song Wildfire by Michael Martin Murphey. Michael said that he had a dream one night about a magical horse, and when he woke up he wrote the lyrics and the music to Wildfire. The song was released in 1975 on his album Blue Sky, Night Thunder. It has been a staple for Michael, and it's been played on the radio for the last 50 years. It's a song that I think everybody from the late 70s on till today have heard the song a number of times. So today we're going to do a simple version of the song for beginners and intermediates. 6 chords total. We'll talk about those chords, and then we'll get into the strumming, and I will put a PDF with the chords and the lyrics down below, and you can download that for yourself to be able to practice the song. So we'll get started here in just a minute. Hopefully everyone's got their guitar handy and we can start going through the chords. Okay, well now we'll go through the chords so we have a good understanding on the chords that are involved in the song. And the first chord that we're going to make sure we know how to play is the C chord. So your ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Your middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your index finger goes on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And that's the way it should sound. The next chord we're going to play is a C major 7th chord. If you keep everything in the same position from that C chord and just remove your index finger, that would be the C major 7th chord. The next chord we want to learn is the D minor chord, and the D minor chord is the index finger goes on the 1st fret of the high E string, the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your pinky or your ring finger, whichever one is more comfortable for you, goes on the 3rd fret of the B string or the 2nd string. And it sounds like this. And the next one is an F major 7th. So your ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the D string. The middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of the G string or the 3rd string. And the index finger goes on the 1st fret of the 2nd string or the B string. And you leave the high E string open. And you only play the bottom 4 strings, starting and the last 2 chords are as follows. It's an E minor chord where you place your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string or the 5th string, and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string or the 4th string, and it would sound like this. You play all 6 strings. And the last one is a G major chord. So you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string or the 6th string, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and it sounds like this. Okay, now that we've been through all the chords, we'll go ahead and put them to the song along with the strumming pattern. Okay, now that we learned the chords, now we're going to start with the intro of the song, and then we'll get into the verse, and then the chorus, and then the final outro. So the way it starts is you're using your C chord, and you're going to go from your C, then you're going to lift your finger to make a C major 7th, and then we're going to go to the F chord. And the strumming pattern goes like this. So we got a C, C major 7th, F, C, C major 7th, F. So all the chord changes take place on the down stroke, and that is your intro. Okay, now we'll go through the first verse, and the first verse goes as such. It goes C, C major 7th, F, C, C major 7th, F, open the bottom string, F, E minor, F, E minor, and then your D minor, and then E minor. And it sounds like this. She comes down Yellow Mountain on a dark flat land she rides on a pony she named WILDFIRE. The whirlwind by her side on a cold Nebraska night. And then you go into what we call the interlude, which essentially is nothing but the intro played 2 times again. So you play the C, C major 7th, F 2 times. And then you go into the second verse. After the second verse, you go directly into the chorus. If you're enjoying this tutorial on WILDFIRE, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And let me know down in the comments below if you would like another song that you would like me to go through and teach for both beginners, intermediate, and even advanced. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get into the chorus of the song. And the chorus, essentially you'll be using F, E minor, F, E minor, F, E minor, D minor, G, and C. And it goes like this. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. Okay, so now we've been through the intro, we've been through the first and second verse, which are identical as far as the chords and strumming, and we've went in through the chorus. The third verse, which is the last verse of the song, is just a little bit different towards the end, but it starts out the same way as the first 2 verses, and it goes something like this. C, C major 7th, F, C, C major 7th, F. I always open string, F, E minor, F, E minor, D minor, E minor, D minor, E minor, and that's the third verse. And it sounds like this. By the dark of the moon I planted, but there came an early snow. In a hoot-out hound by my window now, for 6 nights in a row. He's calling for me, I know, and on WILDFIRE we're both gonna go. And now we'll get into the final chorus and the outro, which is essentially all the same chords, just in a little bit different format, and it continues on because the last chorus is a little bit longer than the first and second chorus. So what you would be doing is F, E minor, F, E minor, F, E minor, D minor, G, And then a little bit of the outro is the same as the intro. It's just C, C major 7th, F, C, C major 7th, F. And it sounds like this. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. We're gonna ride. We're gonna leave side busting behind. Get these hard times right out of our minds. Riding wildfire. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on Wildfire, and as I said before, if you have any other songs that you would like me to teach, please leave them in the comments. And again, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.